Okay, today's CSS Battle. Let's see what we've got. Okay. Interesting. I wonder how we should do this. The obvious easy way would be to do this as a set of radial-gradients. So let's do 1Q at top. $50, 150, so 50 pixels purple. Transparent. Then if we do 0/50%, are they going to line up? That looks like that will line up. So shift it down 105 pixels maybe. That looks good. That gets us those two. Then we do a radial gradient, 1Q. How wide is this? So 75 to 25 pixels. So the purple again, 25 pixels. Transparent. Likewise, if we do 0/50%, then we make them go upwards by 150 minus 70 is 80 maybe. Yep. That gets us all of the top two. And then we use, we're actually going to make a variable for this radial gradient. That. Pixels. Get rid of that. That should put that in the right place. And all we need is another one of these. But this time we want to go at bottom. Then probably minus 105. We don't want the 50%. Should be somewhere near right. Let's see how that works. Let's just try that again. Okay, so that would be 100%. So I think we can get rid of that. Okay, let's minify and unit replace that first. Check that we're still at 100%. That's all good. 50% 100. The bottom is shorter than what I would want. Okay, so that is certainly the first way of doing it. Now, how else could we do this? I think we could do this with a few elements. So let's start from the base template. We'll set this background to the off-white again. Make 1p. Height to 50. Background color to the purple. Border radius 0, 9 in. 0, no. Is it 9? 9, no. 0, 9. 0. I can never remember these off the top of my head. Let's try that. No. Okay. Top left. Don't want that. Top right. Don't want that. So it should be those. Yes. Okay. Then we'll give this one some margins. So 105 minus 8 is going to be 97. We'll actually make that 105 apparently. $50 from one side, which will be 42. That side, it will be 242. So 242, 0, 42 will get us that one. If we add a P, second P, do scale -1. We'll move its margin up, what, 150? It's too far. About 130, 120, 110, 115. So do 0, then maybe so we can put that here, then that will go back to being a 0. And then from both sides, it's going to be 142. Then if we add an A selector to this one, we can do a box shadow pixels 0. How about 200? That would be right. Then we'll give it purple. So what we could do is just put the color here instead. We're going to want that again in a minute. Then we want one more P. Let's do this with a height of 50 is probably right. So with a margin of 20, and then 167. Border radius, just like that. Then this one, we can just do the box shadows here. So minus 75 pixels, minus 150 pixels, maybe. Okay. Because it's scale -1, we might be able to get away with using positive numbers instead. That's much closer. Okay, how about 85, 95, 105? How about just 100? 100 looks good. 160. And minus 100 pixels, 160 pixels. Let's minify that and unit replace it. That is slightly longer. When we take that out, now, is there any other way we could have done this? Well, let's start from the base template again, and then this time let's zeros overlap? No. Okay, so let's do a linear gradient. Actually, it's transparent for now. For 105 pixels, then the purple. To 195, but we won't actually put that in. We'll do 0, 0 slash then 195 pixels. That just gives us that purple band. Actually sure that's what I wanted to do, thinking about it. I think what I actually want, because I actually only want these little circles, because I'm going to do a repeating radial that'll take care of most of things. So actually I want a conic gradient. At 150 pixels, 50 pixels. Let's just do 150 pixels. Then we'll go white, 35%, then the purple. Zero slash 100 pixels. No. 250. That goes the spots for the spots. And if we then do a radial gradient, transparent for 25 pixels, and then the white, because we're using it to cover things. And then if we start with 0, 0 and divide it to 50%, 50% maybe. Also remember to give it a 1Q. It's not 50%, 50%. That would be too easy. 50%. So that's 70. So that'll be up by 70. So that's 140. So 160 pixels apart. And instead of 50%, we might want 25. No. Oh, this could be a problem. How far apart are they? 100, 200, so they're 100 pixels apart, which would be. And then we want to shove it across by 50 pixels by the looks of things. This may not work out quite as I wanted. Now still got those two, but I can easily get rid of those with a border. It's just going to shift things in the wrong places, but then 30. This would probably be 30. Oh, that's so close. Okay, let's make that 30. Then that could be 20. That could be minus 40. And we've still got bits that I don't like. But that's now the background, which needs to be 200, 180, 90. 190 is so close. 185. Okay. So anyway, that gets us the 3 dots. Still means I'm going to need 2 more radial gradients. Well, radial gradient at top 1 Q at top purple 50 pixels, transparent, shift it down. .75 pixels, so 0.75 pixels for now. We'll do as a start, and then divide it by 50. No, 200. That's going to be minus 50. No, minus 25. Minus 30. Minus 30. And then one more radial gradient. 1Q at bottom. These same values. Probably pixels minus no, that one's going to be 0. Minus 75 pixels. worse. So that's always good for a laugh. If it wasn't for the upside down one, this would be really quite simple. Okay, how about start with the nested template. Once again, set this background to black color for now. And then we will give this an outline green 1 pixel solid, a lid, and then we'll bring in some margins. Actually, I'm tempted to do this. Oh, no, yeah. Oh, there is a reason for doing it this way. So 45. 350. 150. And 50. Okay, that's close, but not quite right. 155. So 145. Okay. This one will go with margin red for now. Not margin. That should have been margin 0. Get rid of the background for now. Here. We've changed this outline to 9 solid white. We'll set its background to a radial gradient. Q, purple, 25 pixels, parent. Then we'll shift that up by 25 pixels, no, 30 pixels. Perfect. And we'll do a second radial gradient, 1Q at top, purple, 50 pixels, transparent, and we'll just shift that down 75 pixels, too far, 65, 55, how about 60? Perfect. And we'll stuff this color in the actual background. Okay. And then if we make that a star, but we want the outline to only be on that element, because otherwise we'll do all sorts of fun things in a minute. And at this one we do scale -1, and we just transform it for now. 100 pixels, 100 pixels. Not transform, translate. They're almost the same. And there you've got that and that. Then on here we'll do a filter, drop shadow, because this will only take the alpha channel. Unfortunately, this might not work. Let's see what happens. Actually, let's not do that. Let's use WebKit box reflect right 100 pixels. You can't do that with the HTML element. You can you do a box shadow? Don't know. I would suggest no. Okay. So that answered at least one question. Let's use a B. But its padding to be 100. 45. That's 110. So 2 pixels, 45 pixels. See if I can show you where that is. Survey is very much saying no at the moment. Okay, those are the wrong way round. So 55 and 50. And get rid of this bit. Let me just translate this 200 pixels. Oh, that's in the upside. That's an interesting way for that to go. Okay, that should be about right. I don't think this is going to be any shorter, but let's minify, unit replace, strip out the last bit. Use margins. And this also works out as not quite right, but I think that's probably a unit replace gone wrong. Ooh. That's interesting. Did this pass before I minimized it? Oh no, it didn't. I wonder which bit it doesn't like. Replace that with this. Interesting. That looks right. Looks right. Just in case it was something to do with that. I am not seeing anything wrong with that. Filter, like you. Oh, we are. Interesting. Oh well, I am not going to worry about that. Body. That's the HTML. That's the body. That's the single element. See, that is taking that one and then, yeah. Oh. Okay. Well, either way, that was going to be longer. So, yeah, going to load up my best solution. Is this one, which is where we started. I can't think of any more ways of doing this at the moment. So that's where I'm going. Oh, I wonder. I might have just thought of another way of doing this that might be interesting. I'm not sure if it will work. Okay, let's start again with the nested template. Well, I think I'm actually going to use 3Ps instead. We're going to set this background to this color. Then we're going to use the first P, set its height to 50. And set dotted 50 pixels. Purple. Let's just have a look at how that went. Let's get rid of this. We're actually going to set this background to the purple. Limit it to content. Adding top pixels. Radius 0990. Is that what I wanted? That's 00. Margins in. So we want 45 at the top, roughly. Then 207 0 37, something like that. What's that giving us? Giving us 1. Need that to be tighter. 227 to 37. 32. That 40. That might be 40, and that might be 240. 242. 42. Annoyingly, the dotted top border is not going to work in this case. Or at least I don't think it will. Is there... Yeah, no, that... What happens if I make that 25? 25 would get me the dot in the middle. 35, 45, 55. Oh, why does 55 do what I want it to and 50? Oh, that's annoying. It's more annoying that it's not in the middle, but never mind. Okay, so that solution isn't going to work out, so load this one back up. With just the F. Putting this in a variable will save us some characters. So G. I'm not entirely convinced that it will. It actually costs us 4 characters by the looks of things. Yep. I'm not seeing anything else. So with that, that is where I'm going to leave it for now. It might not be how I leave it all day, but it's definitely how I've left it for now. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.